Yo, what's up everybody? So today's video is going to be on a more serious topic. If you're here for strictly gaming, you can click off the video, but I think it's going to be worth the listen for you. I put this video off for a very long time, which is super ironic, and I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. To be honest, I feel this topic doesn't get talked about enough on the internet, on social media. Like, you don't really hear about it. Mental health. And you're going to be like, mental health? I hear about mental health all the time. We're going to talk about specifically men's mental health, because mental health in general is a very broad subject, of course, and that would take me hours, and I don't have the time for that. But right now I want to tackle mental illness, specifically men and mental illness. Quick disclaimer, me just focusing on this aspect of mental health is not me discrediting other aspects of mental health at all. Just personally, as a man, I know more about this subject, and I don't want to come off as ignorant regarding the subject entirely. Normally in our society, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, but for some reason, men's mental health doesn't get addressed nearly enough as compared to a man's physical health. In 2019 alone, bro, listen to this, 2019 alone, men died by suicide 3.63 times more often than women. That's insane. And there's probably like a bunch of reasons why that is. We could attribute it to men just being stubborn and not wanting to get the help for their problems. And statistically speaking of that, only 1/3 of people in therapy are men. And so that means it's not too far-fetched to think men actually avoid this problem and they don't want to reach out for the help. Or it could be that men don't take it as serious and they kind of just brush it off until it goes away. I never thought I'd be quoting Chris Rock in a YouTube video about mental health, but it's a valid quote. He states, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally, whereas a man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. In hindsight, there's going to be a few people who disagree with his words, but honestly, I don't know how you can, because a majority of the time, a man's value coincides with his personal achievements or how much he has, how much money he makes. We honestly, as a collective, we need to do better when it comes to appreciating men, not just when they're reaching new levels of success. I think the problem stems from a more rooted issue. Society plays a major role in why these rates are higher for men than women. Society portrays men as those tough individuals, and I quote tough. Over the years, men are portrayed as the tough guy, either as hunters you see in movies or commercials, or these large muscular dudes you see in the gym commercials and on YouTube and stuff like that. But I'm not entirely sure at one point in time did the norm for men being statues, like emotionless statues, when did that become the norm? And to be quite frank with you, I don't have the answer in this video. I personally just don't know. Even me right now, I actually hesitated to make this video because I didn't want to come off as soft or weak. But I felt maybe if this video had reached even one person, just one person in this video reached, and it made them realize that they're not alone when it comes to stuff like this, then maybe it'll help. So at that point, I figured it was worth it for me. Me personally, my dad was not emotional in any way. Like, he barely said I love you. I knew he loved me. Yeah, I knew he loved everyone, but he never said it. The only time I can remember in my 25 years of living, my dad crying, I remember one time when my mom passed away a few years back. That was the first time I saw my dad cry. And when I saw him cry, it was like, bro, it was like seeing a unicorn. Like, you were just like, whoa. Like, I honestly didn't even think he was capable of crying. I didn't think his tear ducts actually worked. It was actually insane. And obviously, him being like that, I was never taught how to properly express my emotions. So in turn, it became pent-up anger and sadness that is starting to peer its ugly head right now that I'm older. Like I said, I'm 25. I'm not alone in that aspect, absolutely not. I don't want to turn this into a me thing, the whole video. I don't want to turn it into me. I don't want sympathy. I don't want none of that. I just want the subject in general. I want the subject to be out there. I want people to know they're not alone, because life is tough, and I know how this last year has been, for sure. It's going to get better. However, I do want to leave off on one note. If any men are hearing this, if anyone is hearing this are struggling with mental health, don't be afraid to talk to someone or get some help. You'd be surprised how common your situation really is and how much people are actually willing to help you. And when you actually get the help, you'll feel so much better. I actually linked the article down below that gives you resources for help. It's also where I got the statistics from this video, so I'll link that down below if anyone needs it. But I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm out, bro. Thank you.